Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. Parshas Achrei Mois in Eretz Yisrael's Kedoshim. It's Shabbos Mevorchim Iyar, Shabbos Chodesh, and it's we read a special Haftarah about David HaMelech and Shaul and Yonis, the son of Shaul, here in David HaMelech's kever now, davening Mincha before Shabbos. And in the Maimer in 1951, Tafshin Yirav, the Rebbe discusses the connection between the Haftarah of Machar Chodesh and the idea of Rosh Chodesh, and especially connected to Parshas in the Shabbos in Mevorchim Iyar, which is always following Pesach. The Rebbe always continued the Mashiach Suda into the Farbrengen of Shabbos and Mevorchim Iyar. And in the Haftarah, it talks about Yohanan and Shaul's understanding of Yohanan and David's understanding of Shaul HaMelech's intentions for David. And he makes a sign with the bow and arrow that if the arrows are up to you, then it means Shaul has no ill intentions to David. However, if he says the arrows are from ahead of you, that means that the Shaul wants to kill David, which is what it was. And to understand this, what this means in Ruchnis and Yonim and the idea of Mashiach, which is really the theme of this Shabbos and Mevorchim, is that we know the idea of Rosh Chodesh is a new month, a new moon, and it says when the Mashiach comes, the moon is going to be like the sun. And Machar Chodesh is tomorrow is a new day. It's a new beginning, and hopefully it's the beginning of time, of Mashiach. And David HaMelech wants to know from Yonasan, where is Shaul holding? And when he says that the arrows are in front of you, meaning to say that David HaMelech still has work to do until Mashiach is going to come, and he has to go back to the world of engagement, which is what Mashiach is about. Mashiach is all about the two qualities that we know Mashiach has, that we talked about in the Haftarah of Achron Pesach, is Marich V'Doin, that he could smell, and that means that he's able to get to the depth of what brings a person to where a person does certain things. And the choices that we make that are sometimes not the best choices, Mashiach doesn't just see and judge. He understands us, and he understands our whole story and what's behind all this. And also it says Mashiach is going to bring even the greatest tzaddikim to tshuva, which is the idea of asurim amikan niskar v'sham. I have to get away from where I am now in order to get somewhere closer. And that's the idea of Mashiach, and that's what this Shabbos is about. And in 1991, the Rebbe talked about that his very harsh, very difficult sikha really for Chassidim, where the Rebbe spoke very strong terms, as much as saying that everything he's done up until this point has been nothing because Mashiach hasn't come yet. And he charged all the Chassidim to find 10 Chassidim with maybe 3 Chassidim with ideas of what we could do to bring Mashiach. And the Rebbe sort of hand it over to us to make it our mission to bring Mashiach. And I think the message the Rebbe was telling us is that, like David HaMelech wants to find out from Yohanan, where are we holding? The Rebbe is telling us that if you're not holding Mashiach, that as much as we've done great things, but the goal has to be Mashiach. Mashiach isn't an extra thing. Mashiach is what everything's about. The Spirit of Hashem was hovering over the creation. It says Ruach Hashem Mashiach, the Spirit of Mashiach. That's the point of creation. We're here by David HaMelech, which is David Malka Mashiach, and may it be that this Shabbos should be the Shabbos that we're zeicha to actually bring in the Machar Chodesh to a new beginning. And we know that the custom of Bnei Yisrael is that on Shabbos after Pesach we all make shlisel chalas in the shapes of keys, with keys of our homes inside. And Gemara in Tainus brings down that there's 3 keys that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives to no one. On Tafshin 1951, the Rebbe spoke that when it comes to a Rebbe, all the keys are in front of the Rebbe, because the Rebbe never knows what he needs to open up for a person who comes to see him or her comes to see the Rebbe. So too, may the shlisel challah that we make and we eat tonight and we eat over Shabbos, may it be a key to open anything that we need, whether it is parnasa, whether it is those who need refuahs, whether it is those who need yeshuas, whatever salvation, whatever the situation is, that key open up that door. And the Iyar is the main thing, is it should open the door of Geula, and this should be a week of Geula, and we should go from Nisan into Iyar and marching to Beis Hamikdash b'mheira v'yameinu per Shabbos.